Let's review How Whiskey Made the Coyote Sing by Joshua Erickson. I've set out to sing you a death song. I've set out to tell you the truth, and the truth is that my father drank whiskey in the truck, but I loved him anyway. Most of what you'll read about me is summed up right there. He was the man he was, but I loved him. My father was the last real cowboy. He wore pearl-snapped shirts. He could draw from a leather holster, quick as lightning. He could lead a horse to water, though not even he could make it drink. This is a story of an 8-year-old girl and her father. She doesn't go to school, she goes to farm equipment auctions. She doesn't have friends. She has jam sessions in the truck with him. She doesn't have bullies or tests. She has a father who drinks too much. And it's all a tire rolling down a hill, gathering too much speed to be stopped without breaking something. How Whiskey Made the Coyote Sing is a novel published in 2025 by Joshua Erickson, courtesy of Shelter Belt Media. Its cover is by Emma Hayashi, and it's a good one. I really enjoy the style here. This will be a spoiler-free review of Joshua Erickson's novel. I highly recommend that you check it out on your own. But without much further ado, let's get into the positives and a couple of qualms I had with the story. First, the good. Each character feels like their own distinct person. Nowhere is this more true than the main character. Writing as an 8-year-old girl is a double pitfall, but Erickson pulls it off. She acts, thinks, and speaks like a real little girl. I never had any doubts about the genuineness of the main character, and all of the other side characters equal this sense of genuine realness as well. The greatest strength of this novel is the prose and the pacing of it. I'm not talking about plot pacing, I'm talking about the actual pacing of the sentence structure and the space given to different types of thoughts. This is a novel that is full of reflection as Samantha goes through each landmark life event, and Erickson does a great job of not getting bogged down in philosophizing or emotional soliloquies. The story is brisk and I think appropriately sized at around 225 pages. There's also an excellent, genuine knowledge of the setting. South Dakota and the Midwest in general, with their huge mythic prairies and unknowable empty spaces, are as much a reflection of Samantha's life as they are the place that she lives. This book also has a great thematic ending. The last paragraph especially, which is a heartfelt reflection, dazzles with a real worldly understanding put in folksy pathos. It's almost made me wish that the physical ending hadn't been so thoroughly described. Erickson does this whole "where are they now" type of summary at the end that could have been truncated to give the good thematic ending more time in the spotlight. Which leads me into a couple of negatives that I have with the book. Some of the descriptive prose is overwritten or lingered on in places, is probably the better way of putting it. There's a few odd, jarring metaphors or places where floweriness takes away from letting us sit with what's just unfolded in this little girl's life. My second qualm with this novel is that there is not a properly developed, overarching narrative that leaves the picaresque structure wandering a bit at times. Take a comparison of The Glass Castle by Jeanette Walls, which is cut from the same cloth as this novel. In that book, even if it's faint, Jeanette's desire to leave home or see the glass castle built gave an overall sense of stakes and negative progress that this novel lacks. By contrast, this novel throws event after event at us that are truly hard-hitting and well-written, I'll say that. But then the culmination of those events, especially when it comes to timing, feels somewhat random. The end did feel inevitable, but it felt like the author more decided to end the story rather than coming to an end through a series of dependent events that the reader could build up and topple over with the characters. I missed that sense of growing precariousness that other books like this tend to work toward. And as I mentioned before, the resolution could have been a little less expositional. The thematic speech at the end was a perfect ending. I would have preferred a little more plot ambiguity to let the thematic ending stand on its own 2 feet a little more. So what's the verdict? Ultimately, my negatives are nitpicks. Joshua Erickson is an incredibly talented writer, and this is a brilliant novel. If you're a fan of drama or just good, introspective writing, you can't go wrong with this quick read, and I highly recommend you do. So that's all for now. Go check out How Whiskey Made the Coyote Sing. It's available on Amazon. And if there's another book that you think I should review in the future, please let me know. Until next time, keep reading.